Descent 2 on the beach improves the game system and extends the story. I have completed Descent 1 and this feeling is more obvious. The gameplay was played using the standard PlayStation 5 and recorded using AVerMedia GC553 G2 capture card. The game has a total of 17 episodes, and the story continues from Descent 1. In episode 14, due to the instructions of UCA President Die Hardman, Sam wants to destroy the Beach Baby during the destruction process. He takes it out of the run pots and lifts the coverage of the Kyle lever. Leave a secured knife in the sudden UCA. Fletcher arrives at his home and informs him that she has formed a new company, Shore Beach, which has been contracted by the UCA to extend the Kyle lever to Mexico. Fletcher asks Sam to cross the former US-Mexico border and activate the Kyle lever terminals, beaches left behind in Mexico, just like he did in the United States. Sam agrees on the condition that both he and Luke be pardoned by the UCA. The story starts here. The storytelling mode in Descent 1 is also available in this game, but it is not monotonous in the process of advancement because battles are added in the process. A new storyline will also be added in this game, and this storyline will not be too hastily when telling. The player mainly controls Sam. The game focuses on the characters walking and depending on the weight of the cargo on his body and changes in terrain and environment. The character may consume physical strength faster or maintain balance if not the character falls. In Descent 1, there are two types of enemy to face in the game, namely BT and Mule. The conflict with these two enemies has entered the combat stage. Other type of enemy, the gold map, will be added in this game. BTs are in areas affected by the timefall when gases will appear and catchers will appear when being dragged by gases. Tar will appear around Sam, and the catcher will be responsible for making Sam lose his balance. If he successfully leaves the area, the incident will end. If you fail, you will be dragged into a confrontation with a catcher type BT. If we win, the entire region will return to normal. If the entire region is defeated in the process, it will wipe out. In this game, the catcher grenade will be added. When a large BT is at no health, you can use this grenade to throw it into the mouth of the BT to capture it. At that time, you will not get a golden cryo crystal, but a white BT crystal. You can consume the cryo crystal to summon it in the next battle. In Descent 1, Episode 5, handing Mama over to Mountain Lord City will unlock a cord cutter, which can be used to cut umbilical cord without being discovered by the BT. In this game, they all have it called the blood boomerang. You can also add blood and throw it into the BT. Mule are a group of people people with delivery dependent syndrome in this place on the map. When the player carries goods and the poachers these places, they will attack the player and rob the goods from the player. When you are defeated in these places, your belongings will be taken away. The gold map was manufactured by Hayes and was left behind in the beach after the end of Destiny 1. This game used a factory in Australia and distributes its production across the continent. The goods will be divided into the durability of the object itself and the container containing the goods. This container will be damaged by timefall or attacks. Enemies are along the way during transportation. If the container is completely damaged, the damaged goods will be damaged due to the huge impact. When these goods are hit on the ground or fall from a height, they will be damaged. In Destiny 1, there are 3 types of orders. The first one is to deliver the designated goods to the destination. Make settlement based on the completeness and the delivery time of the goods and obtain likes and comments. The second type is also to deliver the specified goods to the destination, but you will not get the goods. You need to look for them in the specified place and connect the specified quality. Finally, settlement is made based on the completeness and the delivery time of the goods, and likes and comments are obtained. The third type is to build a designated structures. This order requires the construction of a designated structure. When the construction is completed, the order will be complete. In this game, both the first and the second types are available. The third type is when the structure is first opened. When advancing the main line, there is a location in this designated place where you can build structures and you can experience the functions of these structures at that time. In Destiny 1, by adding the designated area to UCA, you can own the frames built by other players and own the Cryo level and upgrade the connection level. You will receive designated rewards. When these areas are connected at level 5, they will obtain and put into same cartoons at a summary. In this game, only upgrade the connection level. You will receive designated rewards. You will not. When these areas are connected at level 5, they will obtain and put into same cartoons at a summary. In episode 3, the DHV Magellan will be available. It has the same function as the safe house. When connected to the Cryo network, you can dock at these places connected to the Cryo network. In this game, when sleeping, it will switch between morning and night. In terms of story, compared with Destiny 1, it did not show me much. Much settings in the story are just extensions, and this setting will not be explained in the story. In terms of combat, the battles in Destiny 1 are on flat ground, where the battles in this game are all on high terrain. Most of the times, you look for high ground and then kill the enemy by sniping. The weapons used are more diverse. In terms of exploration, it is more comfortable than Destiny 1 because it is easiest at the beginning. It is only when the game reaches the Snowy Mountains, then you start to feel a little hard, which is less severe than Descent 1. The transition between morning and night in some order in the games. You need to use this feature to trigger the specified conditions.